Hello good friends, and welcome back to Fandom Vintage. My name is Lily, and today I wanted to show you how I made this Expecto Patronum pillow just like the one from Pottery Barn Teen. Now, as much as I love the Pottery Barn Teen collection and all of their home decor, spending $87 on a pillow would make me very broke very quickly. So I decided to DIY this myself. First thing I did was buy some navy blue kind of starry cotton fabric from Joann's. I bought a half a yard of this fabric, mostly for cost saving purposes. So it wasn't quite big enough to do two full rectangles, and so I decided to do one large rectangle on the front and two panels on the back so that I could insert the pillow. Now, like I said, I was a little bit short on fabric, so I had to Frankenstein one of the panels, so it actually ended up being made out of two panels. Now, if you do buy more fabric, you won't have to fuss with this, but just something to let you know, if you also buy only a half a yard of fabric, you might have to finagle it a little bit to make everything fit. You can always opt for the zipper closure at the bottom like the official pillow, but I couldn't be fussed to mess with a zipper this time, so I decided two panels would be just fine. After that, I set that aside. I went searching for a very long time to find a font very similar to the Expecto Patronum font on the official pillow. I found a couple of free fonts that were pretty close, and so what I did was merge them together into a single image and spelt out Expecto Patronum as closely as I could to the original design. I also put stars and moons all over the design as well. While the fabric did have small stars on it already, I did also want to emulate the look of the gold stars and moons that are on the original design as well. I decided to use the sport vinyl because it does have a little bit more stretch to it, and I preferred that to the regular iron-on vinyl. So after that, I used my Cricut Maker to cut out the design, and my personal favorite part of the process is always weeding out the negatives of the image, leaving me with the design to be ironed on. From here, I just ironed it on to the right side of the front panel, making sure to use a piece of cotton to go in between the iron and the plastic backing itself, just to make sure nothing melts. And once it's all ironed on, voila, it is time to be peeled off, and you are left with the design of the vinyl on the cotton. Now at this point, we are almost done. I noticed that the original pillow had two small tassels in the top right corner of the pillow, so what I did was buy two tassels in the upholstery section of my craft store. The ones I had were a little bit long, so I cut them short just to be about 2 inches in length. Nice and dainty for our pillow. Now, after this, I put the right sides of the fabric together, including the two back panels that are overlapping slightly, making sure to include my tassels in the top right corner on the inside and pinning all the way around, or I should say clipping all the way around. I do love my fabric clips. I sewed all the way around the outside, and I also serged it for good measure. Now at this point, we are pretty much done with the pillowcase. I bought a cheap inner pillow from IKEA that was $4, and the dimensions of this one were a little bit larger than the actual pillow itself, but since IKEA tends to not really overstuff their pillows, I figured that extra stuffing could just get fluffed inside and it would be perfect. So I put the inner pillow into the pillowcase, and we are officially done. Now I have the perfect addition to my favorite part of our entire house, my reading chair in my corner of the library. Now I can snuggle up, have a cup of tea, and read a good book. And that is it. If you're interested in making your own Expecto Patronum throw pillow, I will have a link down below to my website where I have information on all of the materials that I used, as well as the image file that I used in my Cricut to cut out the gold vinyl. I hope you enjoyed watching how I made this pillow today. I love a good throw pillow. I feel like I can never have enough, so I'm very happy to add this one to my collection. And if you did enjoy this video, feel free to subscribe for more vintage, geeky, crafty goodness. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.